Boss a right, boss a left, boss a right, boss a left.
Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm AllCity as always. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Them 7-4s are unstoppable, and I'm seeing it in real time. The big question is, will those 7-4s get patched? NBA 2K26 gameplay director Mike Wang weighs in on 7-4 shooting. We're about to get into all the details. If any of you guys are new here, consider dropping a like and a sub. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's get to the video. Man, shout out to the 2K players who are having fun on NBA 2K26. I'm having the most fun on the new game. Let me show you guys what's going on so far. We go into progression, attributes, and you guys see it on screen. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cap breakers already. NBA 2K26 is just too much fun, and I can't get enough. But that's not to say 2K26 doesn't have its problems. The fact is the defense has been undermined. Mike Wang guaranteed 2K players that all players will have a chance to be OP. But from what we've seen so far, being overpowered is just on one side of the court. That's the offense. And it's mostly defenders that are having issues with NBA 2K26. Now, before we get into Mike Wang addressing the issues with 7-4 shooting, during yesterday's live stream, we were adding a bunch of folks to the crew. And if any of you guys watching want a chance to join a crew, I recommend you join our Discord. There's a bunch of players on there right now scouting for crews. If you guys want a chance to join one of the AllCity crews, then I recommend subscribing to the AllCity Discord, and we'll make sure to have a spot for you. And by the way, if you subscribe to the AllCity Discord, you get access to some of our most exclusive chats. This is where ranked gameplay lives in our Discord. Your gameplay will be measured and ranked, and you'll be able to find players on your particular skill level. The link for Discord will be in the description below. Join and subscribe today. Now, I know a lot of defenders out there are curious as to whether or not Mike Wang is aware of what's going on with them 7-4s and how well they're shooting. Mike Wang responded to a user on Reddit in regards to this post, this jump shot that you're seeing on screen, asking, is this only a 50% contest, bro? And I'm curious to know what you guys would label this type of contest. Should it be more than 50% or less? Mike Wang's first response was, what's your perimeter defensive rating? Of course, the community didn't agree with that response, attempting to blame the defender's defensive rating, even though he jumped in the shooter's grill. But I think that's a major problem. Defensive ratings do matter. Perimeter defense is a huge thing on NBA 2K26. Neither here nor there. After the community let Mike Wang have it, he ended up responding saying, I agree, it should have been a higher percentage contest, but I need to narrow down the issue if people want to fix. Now, it goes without saying, from what we've experienced so far in NBA 2K26, even if you have a super high perimeter defensive rating, 7-4 players will shoot over shorter players even if they have high defensive ratings. They're even shooting over shorter players that have Challenger on Legend. We're learning very quickly that the commonly used 6-6 lockdown has very little effect on a 7-4 shooting. Does that mean we need taller lockdown builds out there? Uncle Demi was the first to mention that you guys might want to consider 6'10 lockdowns on NBA 2K26, reminiscent of NBA 2K19. Take a look at this next clip in the park. This man knocks down this game-winning shot, and it's only a 23% contest. That man surely was a taller defender, and he had an 83 perimeter defense with gold challenger. Mike Wang's response to this shot is, this is most likely the main reason you didn't get a better contest percentage here. Body position is a major component. If you draw a line from the hoop to the shooter, you need to be as close to that line or directly between the shooter and the hoop as possible to maximize your contest. And another key bit of information, Mike Wang says you're also losing a decent amount of perimeter D rating for losing 2 adrenaline bars. So for you guys who are spamming the steal button, losing adrenaline bars on defense, you're gonna lose perimeter defensive ratings, and that's gonna affect your contest on jump shots. Now, in my opinion, there's two sides to this story. You got elite shooters out there who are making a 7-4 build solely and primarily based on how well they shoot. Their thought process is, what 6'6 defender is going to be able to contest me being an elite shooter at 7'4? They're thinking we should be able to shoot over them. If players aren't bringing the right defenders out there, the correct taller defenders out there to contest and stop a 7'4 shooting, then that's their mistake. But then we take a look at the defensive side where you got these Defenders making builds with super high perimeter defense, super high defensive badges like Challenger on Legend, and they're having 0 to no success in contesting a 7-force jump shot. There's no effect, and it's like they're not even there. So where do we go from here as the 2K community? Do we continue to complain about shooting, force Mike Wang to patch shooting, adjust the contest levels, and run the risk of changing the game that's in front of us, the game that's bringing us so much fun? Trust me, if I believed in Mike Wang and the development team to properly address the issue at hand without affecting the entire game, I'd say adjust the contest system on 7-4 big shooting. The issue is that 2K has a long and very bad track record of attempting one fix, and it somehow affects multiple other areas of the game. One patch could render tons of builds useless, and that means your money just goes down the drain. 2K ends up winning with or without a patch. In fact, I'd make the argument that 2K wins more if they do indeed patch shooters, because now all these 7-4 shooters have to go out there and create new builds, and that just puts a ton more money in 2K's pockets, and they're able to blame you guys, the player base, for wanting the adjustment in the first place. I can't deny that 7-4 shooting is a major issue on NBA 2K26. I just don't trust 2K enough to issue a proper fix. Now, more and more players are using the rhythm shooting mechanic on NBA 2K26, because even if you mistime your shot, you'd barely miss as long as you green your tempo. That makes shooting on 7-4s even that much more easier. As you guys see in the percentage numbers on the day of release, 70% of players were using the button to shoot, only 29% using the rhythm shooting mechanic. I'm curious to know how that's changed over the last week or so. How do you shoot on NBA 2K26? Sound off, share it in the comment section below. Also, share your shooting percentages. I'd love to know. Moving on, a lot of players are curious as to how much strength matters on defensive builds. Raphael TGR sent out this post asking Mike Wang, does strength matter for perimeter defense? He sees a lot of locks going with no strength at all. I also noticed this and was making that consideration too. But I gotta tell you guys, from my experience so far running the point guard position, I've noticed a difference in defenders who have strength and who don't. Mike Wang responds saying yes is used to dictate the probability of stonewalling ball handlers when bodying them up on drives. But my question to Mike Wang in that response is, why did he put emphasis on drives? Why didn't he just end that statement with stonewalling? If strength is only used to dictate the probability of stonewalling ball handlers on drives, then what happens for those elite shooters who are saying going east to west, left righting? Does strength not matter at all in those scenarios? Maybe that's solely based in your perimeter defensive attribute and how fast you're able to move laterally. In my opinion, I don't recommend making a lockdown build without strength, but if any of you guys watching created lockdown builds with or without strength, let me know how it's working out for you. I'm definitely curious to know your experience. As always, I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Share them in the comment section below, drop a like and drop a sub on your way out, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all. If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join the AllCity 2K Discord. The link will be in the description below. Find players and get runs now. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.